Hello everybody from Mountain Tulip. Today is 24th of April. It's a pretty windy day, and in this video I'm talking about a species tulip called that I bought as Tulipa wilsoniana, but now a tulipa from miniature bulbs shop. However, Tulipa wilsoniana is now regarded as a synonym from most scientists because the true name for this tulip should actually be Tulipa montana, the mountain tulip. This is a tulip that is one of the most intensely red tulips among species. As you probably know, red and orange are my favorite colors in flowers. I like fragrant flowers as well. Unfortunately, the red and orange flowers usually are not fragrant. This one is slightly fragrant. I mean, it's a tulip, so tulips usually are not that fragrant flowers generally, and however, this one smells very lightly of honey. It's about the same fragrance of other tulips that smell a little bit stronger, like say apricot beauty, for example, smells a little bit stronger, but again, apricot beauty of course is not a species. However, some tulips still have a pretty medium fragrance that you can clearly smell when you smell the flower. However, I've never found a tulip that really can spread its fragrance around the garden like some other flower bulbs do, for example daffodils and tulip. Now let's go back about the species. This is a species native to the mountains of Iran and Turkmenistan. It is a low growing bulb, usually about 15-20 centimeters tall. As you can see, my pot is about 25-30 centimeters, and well, you can see the tulip bulbs are about 15-20 centimeters of height. Some of them are smaller, some of them are taller, but actually the leaves and the flowers are precisely the same. So I suppose this is just a variation among individuals, the height. The bulbs of Tulipa montana are peculiar in that they have a woolly tip. Really, it is like a kind of wool at the tip of the bulb. When you plant them, of course, like all tulips, the bulbs need to be planted in autumn. The woolly tip at the top of the bulb is aimed to protect the apical bud from the very cold mountain weather where this tulip lives. The leaves again sprout generally in winter, and they are glaucous, and as you can see they have a very undulated margin. They are the basal ones are about 2-3 centimeters, sometimes 4, even 4 centimeters wide, and they are about the same height of the flower stem in such cases, like in this bulb that actually didn't flower. However, in some others they are slightly they're about the same size or slightly smaller. The flower, usually one bulb produces only one flower. As far as I can see, I have no bulbs that produce more than one flower anyway, and the flowers are scarlet red, with maybe the tepals have the sepals. Each tulip have 3 sepals and 3 tepals. The 3 sepals, they are very similar to each other and they are called in general tepals. However, the 3 outer tepals, they are the sepals, and they have a kind of, I'm not too sure if you are able to see it in the video, they have a very slight pinkish hue, unlike the petals that are the inner tepals, and they are instead uniformly red. However, the overall color is this bright scarlet red, especially inside the flower. Each flower also has a black central blotch, very contrasting against the yellow anthers and the yellow stigma that is triangular. The flowers in this species, however, can also be yellow. There is a variant that is kind of pale yellow, and this is a form also available on the market. However, this species, neither in the yellow form nor in the red one, is very common. So as far I never found it for sale in any garden center. I found it for sale only online. As you know, I love species tulip because usually they bloom year after year, and I love the very peculiar foliage and the simple flowers, but it's still absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. The flower is cup-shaped, and as many other tulip species, flowers in spring. This species in particular in UK blooms in mid-spring. The flowers are about 5 centimeters across. It is hardy in USDA 4 to 8 and love, like other tulips, full sun, even if can handle partial shade and well-drained soil. Being a quite small species, is ideal in rockeries and in front borders, as well as, of course, in pots. As usual, the bulbs need to be planted in autumn, the leaves will start sprouting in winter, the flowers will bloom in mid-spring to the 24th of April, and after the blooms fade, the leaves will continue to be green, well, this kind of glaucous green, almost greyish, until late spring or early summer, and then the leaves die down, and then only the bulb remain the viable part of the plant in summer. Of course, if you have a giant pot, there's no need to water them. In the garden, remember to plant them in very well drained soil, so the water can go through when you water the other plants in summer, because of course they will need a lot of water in summer. This plant is, if properly cultivated, is a very easy plant to grow. Proper cultivation in this tulip really means just well drained soil, full sun or at least partial shade, and basically not much else really. Of course, keep it moist during the growing period between winter and spring, but in the United Kingdom is not really a big problem. And again, it is hardy from USDA 4 to 8, so really can be cultivated throughout the United Kingdom as well as in many other temperate and quite cold climates as well. As usual, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you have any questions about this species, just write it down in the comments down below, and I will be very happy to reply you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.